Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in your corner of the world. Today we're going to get right into the news. It's been a little bit busy week for me, so I've been trying to squeeze in as much information as I can around my schedule. All right, Deutsche Bank publishes guide to instant payments. The Deutsche Bank's Guide to Instant Payments shows global trends in their development and sets out how corporates can prepare for the future of payments and treasury. We'll go into this a little bit. I think it's got some pretty good information, especially if you're new. Over the past 5 years, instant payment schemes have been developed across the world, gaining the attention of consumers, banks, corporates, and regulators. While initially making waves in the consumer-to-consumer space, instant payments have grown in global prominence for consumer-to-business and business-to-business payments, with participation in some schemes even mandatory in several countries. Deutsche Bank's new guide to instant payments outlines how this new payment type can be integrated with modern corporate business processes and shines a light on the opportunities and challenges for treasurers of embracing them as part of their liquid management strategy. Instant payments offer a broad variety of benefits, allowing companies to initiate liability payments at the exact moment they are due, meaning that liquidity can be better put to use elsewhere. And as a business owner, that gives you more time to hold your currency. That's much nice. Sometimes it's needed for payroll or other debts to keep the business running smooth. And in instant payments, you can wait till that last day, as you have with your mortgage payment, your car payment, any other thing. That instantaneous payment is going to be a really beneficial product once it's released globally. Global head of payments and collection products at Deutsche Bank had stated, as of Christoph Hoffmann, they can also facilitate credit transfers between parent companies and subsidiaries and be used for bulk payments. The benefits also extend to recipients. Instant payments are irrevocable and lower in cost compared to credit cards, since no additional fees for guarantees are necessary. While the initial corporate use cases for instant payments emerged in the consumer-to-business space, there are numerous ways that they can be used by corporates, such as booking spare capacity last minute, whether with cargo companies, manufacturers, or other providers, securing on-demand services such as cloud computing, or augmenting the client experience, allowing immediate responses to incoming payments, or instant payout of due claims. To fully embrace the potential of instant payments, corporates need to interact with their bank with almost no latency. This can be realized by the great opportunity of combining instant payments with application programming interfaces, the APIs, to provide safe, real-time connectivity and interactive collaboration. The beauty of using an API solution is that the corporate is able to interact with the bank in real time, 24/7, without downtimes or cutoff times, adds Hoffman. The bank in turn can offer a better, more cost-efficient service to clients, improving liquidity and potentially gaining competitive advantage over peers. Deutsche Bank's guide concludes that it is not only speed that differentiates instant payments and traditional payment systems. The combination of innovative services that utilize the real-time technology with other market initiatives such as request to pay will drive market adoption and potentially help establish instant payments as the new normal. Making a payment in real time can be seen as simply the first step on the journey to a real-time treasury, says Hoffman. Looking ahead, instant payments mean that liquidity buffers become obsolete, with surplus cash invested elsewhere. Real-time cash flow forecasts will pinpoint the exact time and amount of borrowings that may be required. Next article is mostly a reminder of MUFG and joins Ripple's Global Payments Steering Group. As this is becoming more frequent in the news today, we're just going to go quickly, or I should say lightly, into this just to inform you of the opportunity this is. MUFG's banking arm is the Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi UFJ. That's the BTMU. It's the third largest bank in the world and largest bank in Japan. Publicly announced that today it is joining Ripple's Global Payments Steering Group, the GPSG. As the first Japanese bank joining GPSG, MUFG will join Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Santander, Standard Chartered, Westpac Banking Corporation, Royal Bank of Canada, and CIBC in overseeing the maintenance and enhancement of payment transaction rules and formalized standards for commercial use of Ripple's network. And I'll come into the next because I still feel this part is important for the new people to understand. We welcome MUFG, one of the largest and most advanced banks in the world, to the growing number of Ripple customers moving actual money across borders instantly, said Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO. While many others continue to play in the sandbox, we're thrilled MUFG has joined us in our mission to revolutionize payments globally. As one of the largest banks in the world, MUFG is continually looking to utilize fintech to improve customer experience and contribute toward global expansion of financial services. They've chosen to partner with Ripple to address the pain points of existing systems and challenges of cross-border payments, including delays, cost, and lack of visibility. Additionally, Ripple's network is the only blockchain bankers network with defined rules, standards, and governance for cross-border payments. So now you have been informed on MUFG. And again, they're joining GPSG. MUFG is joining Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Santander, Standard Chartered, Westpac Banking Corporation, the Royal Bank of Canada, and CIBC with Ripple. And this article is back from March 30th of 2017. So you can see they've been partnered with the big guys for a long time. There is an article here. I'm not going to play it as I time constraint, but you can see it. Julia Chatterley has a discussion with the MoneyGram CEO on turning the business digital, where she actually states Ripple by name and XRP by name. And the MoneyGram CEO describes how amazing Ripple and CEO have been in helping their company. In next article of news, we have dLocal expands emerging markets payments platform in Africa, adding Nigeria and South Africa. We'll go into this a little bit, even though we've discussed this in previous videos. Following dLocal's recent expansion, merchants that wish to sell in Nigeria will now be able to accept credit and debit card payments from Visa, MasterCard, and Verve, along with online bank transfers with Access Bank. And we've discussed them in recent videos as well. EcoBank, United Bank for Africa, PLC, First Bank, we've also discussed, GT Bank, Sterling Bank, Zenith Bank, PCMB, Polaris Bank, FSDH Merchant Bank Limited, Unity Bank, we've discussed previous, and Providus Bank. In addition, merchants will be able to offer QR codes at checkout to be scanned with the payer's mobile banking app from Access Bank, Diamond Bank, PCMB, Fidelity Bank, which I'm pretty confident you've known if you've been around for at least a year in the XRP community. First Bank, GT Bank, SCB, and Zenith Bank. Merchants that wish to sell in South Africa will now be able to accept credit and debit card payments from Visa and MasterCard, along with online bank transfers from Absa, Investec, Standard Bank, Nedbank, Capitec, and FNB. dLocal clients that wish to grow revenue in Nigeria and South Africa will now have immediate access via the platform's single API, with no need for any additional integration. Now we're going to go into discussions basically that are on fire on Twitter. So we want to make sure that we cover them too, because they're hot items. Whether they're hot to you in a positive or a negative way is going to be relative. XRP price at 18.5 cents has many concerned, scared, nervous, and upset. But then the contrarian is as excited as he could ever be, getting discounted prices. I want to also bring up that we've now started following Stellar, as we've learned that Bitcoin, XRP, and Stellar are being currently used as global currencies. 3 that are physically actually being used for what they were designed to do. XRP, or I should say Stellar, tends to follow XRP almost like a shadow. So if XRP is going to succeed, I now believe it's going to pull Stellar with it as part of the plan. All right, next up we're going to get into my opinion here. There's a content provider named Alex Cobb, one of the first in the XRP community. And to me, I'm going to make a discussion about refreshing, like the breaking up the monotony. I've seen some Alex Cobb shows, and I think he does extremely well. He's especially for one of the younger content providers. But he's full of energy, and I think he's pretty fun to watch. From time to time, he had done... I caught a few of the shows where he had just come out of the office space, the office scene outdoor, maybe take a ride. I think he did a few times in his Corvette. To me, I thought those were pretty cool. Just broke it up, made something different, made it fresh. We have other articles or other content providers. One of the newer guys to the space, I think he's been here a year or two. With the digital asset investor. He has a pretty solid show, and his are pre-recorded where the others are live. But he did one where he was just kind of outdoors, just kind of walking around also with with his camera, just kind of showing the scenery. I thought that was a breakup from the monotony and refreshing. Both good distractions. And recently we have a new one. There's a Bearable Guy 123. Recently, I guess there was a treasure map released to CKJ for Lodestar 3. I don't follow too accurately with all of the riddles and the Bearable Guy stuff, but I do enjoy seeing the community get so involved into it. I believe it's a good distraction. It tends to keep everyone occupied while the prices are low. But I thought this was great. Cruising around. I definitely caught the ending of this show while I was working, and I thought it was actually pretty entertaining. So I set my phone aside and watched probably the last like 10 minutes or so of the stream. Pretty cool. I think this stuff is great, whether you like it or dislike it. I think these distractions are necessary from all of the content providers. Obviously, we're a new channel. We've been here 2 months, and we may do stuff like this too from time to time, just to refresh our page and give you something different. We don't have anything at this point. Obviously projected or planned, but to me, I thought this was pretty cool. And I know in the community, Lodestar 1, 2, and 3, a lot of people get a lot of pleasure and excitement from that. I personally have not seen one or two. I did see most of this one after he had found the box and opened it up. But I love the passion. I use 3 different content providers here, basically all doing the same thing. But I love the passion of CKJ. I do tend to catch his shows when I can, and this guy has probably one of the kindest, like most friendly live streams, even from the people discussing and having conversations in the live stream. Alright guys, we're going to finish up with that. I apologize, it was so rushed. It's been a little hectic. I know as we go through the holidays, everybody will have a lot more free time. So don't get stressed out with the pricing. We know it's all part of the plan and that it will come up. If there was, in my opinion, if this was a speculation market, none of these had any kind of use case or any kind of a product behind them, you know, you probably have good reason to worry for a price dropping the way this has been. But the fact that the entire planet and the entire financial system is now being set up on this to function with instantaneous payments, I would have zero concern. For me as a contrarian, I find this very exciting. It gives an opportunity for today, for opportunities that were missed yesterday. This is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Wishing you the best of days. Until the next one.